This is Bob, and he currently has zero money. But in this video, we're gonna see him go from having absolutely nothing to becoming a millionaire with his own mansion. Let's go. Okay, so right now, Bob is living in this rundown shack in the middle of the desert because he has zero money. Bruh. It has a bunch of holes that let rain and cold into his house, as well as a bunch of sand. The old wood is even starting to rot. Whoops, sorry there, Bob. He has had to resort to eating whatever he can find, like squirrel, which he cooks on his campfire because he can't afford to go to the grocery store. No one wants to hire him because all his clothes are tattered and he hasn't showered in weeks. Wait, what's that over there? It's a lucky penny. You better hold on to that, Bob. Oh my goodness, it's already paying off. Now you can finally get a haircut and some proper clothes. First things first though, let's take care of that smell. Good thing you have this bucket of water from your leaky roof. Okay, now that we're smelling better, let's go to the thrift store. Let's pick you out some clothes. Oh yeah, that's the one. Okay, that'll be $40, please. Now that you finally got some decent clothes, let's go get you a haircut. Alright, line him up. Nope. Not quite. Oh yeah, that looks good. Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir.
Alright, now that Bob's had a shower and got some fresh clothes and a haircut, he looks good enough to apply for a job. So let's go apply to the local McDonald's. It looks like Bob got an interview. Take a seat. Have you ever committed any illegal building techniques? No. You're hired. Let's go! With his new uniform, Bob's ready for his first day of work. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do is once you finish the burger, you wanna make sure it's nice and flat. Like that. After a little bit of training, Bob's ready to start his first shift. Can I get 55 burgers, 55 fries, and 55 milkshakes? Thanks, Bob. Now that he's got a job, Bob is finally making some money and is able to fix the holes in his roof. Bob learned so much from building that he even figured out how to fix the ice cream machine. Because of his hard work, Bob got promoted to manager and is making more than he could have hoped for just a little while ago. But he could never imagine where he would end up. As Bob made more and more money, he was finally able to fix up the rest of his house. This actually looks so cozy. After working at McDonald's for quite a while, Bob decided he was ready to try something different and level up his career. Now Bob's a car salesman. One by one, Bob perfectly matched every car to a customer. I'll get you to sign right here, and here, and here. Sir, can I get your driver's license? Oh dang, looks like you're all good to go. Bob also decided to buy one for himself. It looks like he sold every single car on the lot. Oh my goodness, is this your commission? One of his customers even offered him a really good job in business because of how good he was at sales. Since he'd sold all the cars the dealership had, Bob decided to take the job and began earning even more money than before. Is this your new office? Wow, looks great. How about we just let you settle in here and we'll check on you in a bit. Oh my goodness, are you the CEO now? It looks like Bob is making the big bucks because they're paying him in purple studs. Dang, this place actually looks kinda fun now. And their numbers are somehow still through the roof. I'm honestly super impressed, Bob. You seem to know what you're doing. Wait, but what's that guy doing? Bruh. No way, Bob's now a millionaire. It looks like he unlocked some sweet new rich person skins too. Oh yeah, he's looking fire. Since Bob's now officially a millionaire, let's build him a mansion. I've laid out the base for his house here, so let's get some walls up. Okay, I've got all the walls up, so let's head inside. I started by adding this entranceway with white wood floors. Now let's make him a living room. I gave this room a fancy wood floor along with this modern floating couch and table, a rocking chair, and some plants to add some color to the room. With that room all done, let's go ahead and build him a kitchen here. We'll start with a tile floor and add in the dishwasher, sink, stove, cabinets, a fridge, and a little seating area. Of course, you need a place to eat, so let's finish this area of the house off with a dining room. And because Bob is now rich, he hired a personal chef that can make him anything he wants. Let's see how good he is. Make me a rainbow ice cream cone, a baguette, a croissant. Okay. Over here I added a short wall to display all of his expensive items, like this idol he got from some guy in a jungle, and a key to the city that can unlock any door. Now let's build him a vault to go here for all his money and valuables. Okay, it's looking pretty good so far, so let's finish off this first floor with a game room. I added a ping pong table and this old arcade game machine that has every video game you can imagine on it. Very few people that watch these videos actually subscribe, so please consider subscribing because it really helps, and you can always unsubscribe whenever you want. Out the back door we have a little extra plot, so let's turn it into a greenhouse. I've added some rare and expensive plants like this bird of paradise and this prehistoric flower. Of course, we need the actual greenhouse itself, complete with a door to the backyard and some opening windows to control the temperature. Alright, we've now got the entire bottom floor done and it's looking quite posh so far. But it's still missing something. How about his very own butler? Bob hired the best of the best, Alfred. Looks like Bob is paying Alfred better than Batman. Let's go ahead and add a second floor. First things first, we'll need a staircase. And what's fancier than a spiral staircase? This design is a modification of one of my first shorts. Let's add it to the entrance and finish this off with some roofing along with the second floor. Okay, so on the second floor we have a little hallway with some art pieces. Over here we have the main bathroom complete with ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, a shower, and some gold accents. It also comes equipped with a bidet. At the end of the hall, we have Bob's bedroom. He has a massive bed, a gaming setup, and some shelves to display his expensive Lego sets. His room also has a huge opening window that goes out to a massive balcony on top of his roof. This is looking swag already. Now that we've finished the interior, let's get to work on the outside. We'll start by giving him a big driveway lined with lights. And of course, any millionaire's driveway has some palm trees too. This driveway is looking a little empty right now, so let's make him a car as well. And what's the most well-known rich person car? A Lamborghini. I went ahead and made this custom Lambo complete with working gull doors. This was really hard to make, and I think it looks pretty good. Comment below whether you think mine is better than Lego's version. Now that Bob's house is all fancy, his yard looks a little boring. So let's landscape this. The outside of the house even has a fancy plant wall. In the back, Bob also has his own putting green to practice on. Looks like he might need it. To go along with this, I also built him his own personal golf cart. The last thing we have on the list is this pool, so let's fill it up. I finished this up with a patio table and lounge chair. And with that, we've completed Bob's mansion. Okay, so now Bob has his new clothes, a fancy house, and a fast car. which means he's only missing one thing: his family and friends. So let's set up a huge party for Bob with his family and all the friends he made along the way. With the party over, it's time for our new millionaire to get a good night's sleep. Have fun and stay creative.